Yo, what's up, yo? This is Killer Priest, and I'm representing right now for Kofi Universe. That universe is the universe you should be in.
YouTube salute Napoleon of the Outlaws responds to Snoop Dogg's comments about the infamous track Hit 'em Up. If you're new to my channel, thumbs up the video, hit that sub button, click that bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. Let's listen to this audio.
What you think about the comments that made on Big Viral? Like hit him. Wasn't a fan of it.
That's funny, man. I think it's for example, if he would have came off and say, Snoop said, I'm older now, I got grandkids. Look back at it, I don't agree with Hit 'em Up. I don't even like it now because you know what I mean. We get older, we mature. As I'm Muslim now, 45 years old now. You know what I mean? I might not agree with the lyrics of Hit 'em Up. When we was young, at that time, it was something that we was pushing. And for Snoop to say he never liked Hit 'em Up and he didn't, you know what I mean? He never expressed that. You got videos on stage with Pac rapping Hit 'em Up, and he's rapping the lyrics right along with him. You know what I mean? So it's strange now that all these things are coming out and he say he didn't like Hit 'em Up. You know what I mean? And everybody have their opinion. Even if he didn't like Hit 'em Up back then, no problem. He have his opinion, but that wasn't the case. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He was expressing his love for Hit 'em Up. He was in the video bopping his head. He was on the stage. Pac was performing his lyrics with him at the House of Blue. Real strange that, you know what I mean? Like I said, I really think it's a lot of maybe some of the things that he couldn't tell Pac face to face. He's able to do it in these interviews. Sad. And one of the reasons why I always try to correct this because him and Pac was friends. No matter how it ended, Pac wasn't speaking to him. Deep down, they was friends. You have individuals who hate Pac. You have individuals who don't like Pac. That's their opinion. You're a friend. Your friend passed away. Why don't you try to remember him and spread positive stuff about him? Even if you said you didn't like Hit 'em Up, or even if you don't like Hit 'em Up now, why bring up the negativity of these things? Why not spread positivity of your friend so people can even try to remember him in a positive light? So it seemed like I already know why he doing that, bro.
Why is that?
He never. Imagine if you biggest star on death row and Pac come and take all your shine. Then, and 25 years later, Pac died, and every time you do an interview, that name is brought up. Maybe he's just trying to take that shine from Pac. You know what I mean? And Pac is not here. Pac has passed away. Like, even if that's the case, speak about your friend in a positive light. You know what I mean? Why bring up the negative things? Why say this and that? This doesn't come off right,
All right, if you want to check out the full interview, please go to the Art of Dialogue YouTube channel. Shout out to them. He's doing his thing over there. But I've said this already, and shout out to Napoleon for actually, saying the same thing I said, because to me, when Tupac was on death row, right before he passed away, he had the concert at the House of Blues in Hollywood, California. And Snoop Dogg was on stage. He was on stage, throwing up the Crip and everything. You know what I'm saying? Crip walking, Dog Pound was there. It was people from the Bay there. Like, what the fuck you doing, Snoop? Talking about, I never liked the track. Get the fuck out of here, fool. I I love Snoop, don't get me wrong, as far as his music, but all this contradiction, man, it's like getting played out. Like, what are you trying to prove? What are you trying to prove at the end of the day? I just don't understand, because to me, you actually hurting your own legacy. I do believe there was some jealousy, or there is some jealousy still, because if you think about it, Snoop Dogg was the biggest artist on Death Row. Yes, we know Dre was one of the co-owners with him and Suge Knight, as far as uh, um establishing Death Row. But Dre came out, he sold 3 million, right? He went triple platinum. Snoop Dogg was the second artist. We ain't talking about the soundtracks like Above the Rim and Murder Was a Case. We're talking about artists. Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style, that was 30 years ago in 1993. And he went 4 times platinum. That was one of the biggest albums in rap history when that came out. Everybody was anticipating that shit because they heard him on a deep cover soundtrack. They heard him on The Chronic. They was ready for that. So Snoop had Death Row on lock. Everybody knew that. When Tupac came to death row and All Eyes on Me was getting ready to drop, man, that was more anticipated than Doggy Style. People was actually waiting for the Dogfather because they're like, okay, we know Snoop Dogg gonna bring something with the Dogfather, but Snoop, he was on trial for a murder. So we all know about that. Murder was the case. But all I can say is right now, him saying, I never liked Hit 'Em Up, yada, yada, yada. Okay, it's nothing wrong if you didn't like the track. But I don't even think he said that to Tupac. I think that's a bold-faced lie. He's saying all these things now so he can make it seem like he wasn't a part of that. Bro, just say you trying to change your life and you don't want to think about the past no more. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But don't sit here and lie and just say, oh, I never cared for that back in the day. And, you know, I was trying to be cool with Biggie and me and Biggie was cool and yada, yada, yada. Man, you was beefing with Bad Boy. Because remember when Biggie, he actually got on the radio when they was filming New York, and Brooklyn. Oh, man, they out here disrespecting, you know, New York, man. We got to go down there and do something. And some people went down there, shot up the video shoot, and they had to actually leave. And that's when the green room came into effect when the buildings was getting kicked over. Because New York is actually a tribute to New York. It's not actually a diss. A lot of people don't realize that. But, you know, you got these ignorant fools out here that don't know shit. That's why we had that song. But as far as Napoleon, he's right, though. It's like, how come you can't remember the great things about Tupac? Why you bringing up bullshit talking about, oh, I never liked that track. And I had to tell Tupac, and Tupac was mad at him. I know Tupac and Snoop had some friction towards the end of Tupac's, towards the end of Tupac's days, whatever. They had some friction. We know about that. Okay, that's fine. But my thing more is, that's all friends have their ups and downs. All friends have their trials and tribulations. Nobody's perfect. Nobody walks the perfect path and do the perfect thing. You know, our thing is just the fact that we live and learn, we grow. Pac, there's a lot of things he didn't like about other people, but he loved them still. It's not like Pac and Snoop was enemies because they was on the same record label. Snoop and Tupac was actually cool before Death Row. A lot of people didn't know about that. You know, Snoop was trying to get, he should bring Snoop, Snoop was telling Suge to bring Pac over there. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is the fact that it's nothing wrong you having a disagreement with your loved ones. You can have a disagreement with your siblings, with your parents, with your girlfriend, boyfriend, your spouse, your children, your co-workers, your own damn dog. But at the end of the day, it's more like people gotta realize Snoop, remember the good times, man. Because Snoop wouldn't want nobody coming out, God forbid if Snoop Dogg passed away, and say like Daz or Corrupt came out and started talking reckless about him. Or maybe somebody that's, you know, came up under Snoop's tutelage. Like what happened if it was Trady or Goldie Loke saying some crazy shit? He wouldn't like that shit. Like, damn, that nigga talking bad about me now? Or saying some effed up shit? Okay then. Post your comments below. Poke smash Black Panther the like button. Subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. If you want to support and donate to the channel, I have Patreon. Patreon.com/KofiUniverse. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs. Everything's in the description. Till next time, salute.